Okay, let's talk about account setup and just some of the settings that you're going to find inside of your ClickFunnels account. And there's, a couple different things that we'll set out, and there's also going to be a couple things that I'll do different videos on, specifically the Facebook pixel, and you're setting up your email and setting up custom domains. But I'll just show you kind of some of the things in general inside the account detail section, and really the things that you're going to need to pay attention to. And obviously, you see over here your subdomain. Okay, this is going to be what people actually see when they click over into your domain. Now, if you already have an existing domain, of course, you're going to want to add that. And I'll talk about custom domains. Actually, you could see it over here, the custom domain section, but I'll come back to that in a little bit. Now, obviously, over here, you put your information. And by the way, you can change this at any time to have, and this will update, obviously, all of your links. So make sure you only do this at the beginning. So you'll have this over here. We're going to replace this with custom domains later on anyway. You can change all this login information, obviously, your WordPress API key. This is not very needed. Over here, I like turning this off, really. The reason is I mean, ClickFunnels Affiliate is great, but on an e-commerce site, right, we want zero distraction, right? And in fact, you saw the template. There was literally, there was nothing at all inside of our page in terms of a clickable button except for the buy button. So we definitely don't want to have this little affiliate badge on there. Coming over here into account billing, obviously there's going to be some information that we have here for my own billing. Make sure that you have your thing here. You should get a 14-day free trial when you sign up. Personal page templates, you're going to see that you could save pages as templates. Okay, now this isn't very useful, I'll be honest. You don't save the whole funnel. You just save the template of an individual page. For example, the order checkout page, the confirmation page, the layout page, one of them. But I mean, that link one.justincener.com will be more helpful for you because that's kind of the entire funnel. It's basically like a template for the entire funnel. So page templates, not the greatest there. Okay, let's go. We can skip digital assets. Go over to integrations. Okay, now these are different ways to integrate external services with ClickFunnels. Okay, the most straightforward one would be email, right? Come over here and click Add New Integration. You see that there are literally tons of different ways to integrate with ClickFunnels. For example, MailChimp, right? MailChimp would be a super easy way to set up, and there's going to be different setup guides depending on obviously which implementation you want to integrate. Let's just show you MailChimp real quick. Okay, MailChimp is one that I definitely like using. I'm a big fan of MailChimp, and if you're just getting started with e-commerce, MailChimp is a great thing to use because MailChimp gives you 2,000 free emails every single month until you have to start paying. So you're going to get 2,000 people on your list, and in fact, you could send 12,000 individual emails for free every month with MailChimp. So I highly recommend using MailChimp as your platform. Okay, you can follow these instructions in terms of how to integrate MailChimp into your account. I mean, basically all you need to do is log into your MailChimp account and pull out your API key. Okay, so literally, as you see, this is just the docs.clickfunnels.com instructions. What we would do is come over here into our account. I'll just step back a little bit. Integrations, add new integration. Okay, we'll name it. We'll then find it on the list, right? You see all these different ones. For example, Aweber, right? A lot of people use Aweber as well for their email marketing, right? Some people use Infusionsoft. Some people use Market Hero. You see over here, there's MailChimp. Okay, we click MailChimp. It's going to then look up specifically what we need. We need an API key. Okay, I'm not going to show you my API key because obviously it's private, but this is how you're going to find yours. You go to MailChimp.com. Okay, if you don't have a MailChimp account, free to set one up, right? It's free for the first 2,000 emails, as you see here. MailChimp.com, just create an account. Once you create an account, it will walk you through basically creating your first list. Once you have a list, you'll be able to get a key, okay, your API key. Come up right over here. You'll click on your username. Once you log in, you click on account settings. You're going to click on extras. You see right here, again, I'm just literally reading you what's in the documentation here, and you're going to see an API key over here. They blanked out theirs, obviously, because they want to keep it private, but all you need to do is copy the API key, come back over here, and you literally paste in the API key right there. Okay, you press create integration. That would save the integration. Obviously, it's going to fail right now because I don't have a real API. And then once you save it, you then be able to have access to that integration in terms of using it for emails. And I'll show you where you would use that just real quick. Let's go back to a funnel. Okay, and show you a product. So we would use it inside of a product, and we would put it directly inside of the email integration. Okay. Select an integration to use. We would then have MailChimp in this list, or Aweber or Marketeer or whatever you picked. Action on submit would be add to list, and then you just select what list you'd want to add. Right. In this case, it's great to have niche specific lists, right? Obviously, you don't want to add a cat buyer to the same list as a tennis buyer or a dog buyer, etc. So you can have multiple lists inside of MailChimp. Then you just press this refresh list from API. Basically, it's going to pull in all your lists automatically. So once you make the integration in the integration section, it then becomes available for you in the specific use case. Obviously, for email, that would be for adding people into your email marketing list automatically once they become a customer. Okay, let's move down into payment gateways. This one's obviously very important. Okay, a couple different payment gateways that are out there. You see the ones that are available right here, right? Now, if you look at the docs section over here, I'll just show you this real quick because I know a lot of people care about PayPal. There are definitely ways to integrate PayPal as well. You can go through this video, and they show you how to integrate PayPal with the with your ClickFunnels site. There's also some paid tools that are out there to help ClickFunnels use PayPal with one-click upsells, because one-click upsells with PayPal, they don't work too well. You're going to really want to focus on Stripe. Stripe is going to be the best order processor, the best payment processor here. Connect with Stripe, basically stripe.com. Now, if you have Shopify payments, yes, it does use Stripe, but it's totally different. Okay, you're going to need to create a Stripe account in order to connect, obviously, with Stripe. So we'll come over here, click Connect with Stripe. This is going to be similar to MailChimp, except it's a little bit more optimized to where all you need to do is just, it's going to redirect you to stripe.com, and you would then go ahead and actually connect your account. Okay, if you don't have an account, simply just sign up for one right now. It's, you know, if you're based in the United States, you can get approved pretty much immediately, but as you see, it also works for other countries as well. If you have a Stripe account already, you can just simply sign into it right here. But Stripe works perfectly with ClickFunnels. It works perfectly with one-click upsells. So I highly recommend going through this entire setup and making sure that you have a Stripe account set up. That's what I use. Definitely the best one out there for sure. Okay, outgoing SMTP. This is going to be set. We need to set this up. This is a little bit technical. I'll show you how we're going to set this up. You only need to do it once, and this is going to allow for automatic emailing, for example, the fulfillment emails and stuff like that. This is definitely a little bit different than Shopify, but again, we only need to set this up one time. I'll show you how to do this for free. They have great instructions on how to set that up. Next, custom domains. Again, I'll come back to that in a little bit. This is going to be where we would actually have domains in here. So when we have our product funnels, instead of saying seniormastermind.clickfunnels.com, we would say justtakes1.com or mystore.com, yourstore.com, etc. Okay, so I'll come back to that. I'll show you how to set up those domains in there as well. And really, that's all you need to do. You could look at account sharing in terms of managers. Basically, if you have virtual assistants or if you want to add people into your account, you can go ahead and do that depending on the level of your plan. Not very usable or needed. For the most part, the only things that you're going to be looking at, your account billing, obviously your account details, and the integrations. This is what you'll be in. Adding your emails, your email integration, setting up your payments, setting up your outgoing SMTP. This allows for your emails to be sent through Stripe, and of course your custom domains. But once you really set this up, you don't need to do this more than once. So again, I'll have specific videos for these as it's a little bit challenging in terms of getting this set up. Otherwise, this is your account settings.